Hope everyone's enjoying reading Catcher in the Rye as much as I am. We're reading it. We're going to be doing 11 through 19 in this video. And remember, chapter 10, we get the first introduction to Phoebe, Holden's kid sister, who's 10 years old, and a very precocious little genius 10-year-old she is. You think Holden's sophisticated for 16, but so in 11 he gets a hankering to give old Jane a buzz call out of his book that is not a big book whatsoever. He mentions that he only has his father's office in it, for one. This was my YA back in the day. This is my this and probably S.E. Hinton's The Outsiders. But he mentions right off the bat, Holden's a very good golfer. He wants you to know, and he hates the movies. He keeps pointing out that he hates the movies, yet he continues to go to them and talk about them all the time and reference them. Yeah, Jane, she's always reading poetry. Remember, Allie, his dead brother, had that baseball mitt with the poems written on it. Talks about necking again and how he's never necked with Jane, but he's held hands with her, and that's important to Holden. He mentions that several times in the novel, not just with Jane, but other women holding hands. And in the movie theater, of course, he feels her hand on the back of his neck. Pretty intimate. But Jane ends up sleeping with some Yale-looking guy. He's always holding. I don't know if any of you guys can relate when you're 16, befriending the girls and I don't know, doing double dates and that, and then just all of a sudden she's off with some older guy, a senior, you know, and years later you figured out what happened, and oh, okay, and then you feel like what do you feel like? What do you feel like? You feel like a dunce, kind of, or like a naive little punk kid. Holden wouldn't, he doesn't want to go to Yale or Princeton. He wouldn't be caught dead in Princeton or any Ivy League school, right? Right. There's the elevator guy with the prostitute, $5 a throw or $15 till noon. And oh, is it a tender scene or is it revolting? Is it just too much, like gag me with a spoon? Him just wants to talk to the prostitute, you know, with all his fantasies and thoughts about sex and talk. Yeah, he admits to being a virgin. If you want to know the truth, I'm a virgin. Just want to let you guys know that. Oh, really, Holden? Oh, we thought you were with all your cocktails, and we thought you had it going on, right? Yeah, his continuing, his lying, his perpetual lying, his outrageous lies. He's not sleeping long. He talks about Sally, the other girl, and how necking with her. Talking about giving Jane a buzz. Finally does. Always asking people out for a cocktail. The cab drivers, you know, the doorman, anybody at all. Even people who disrespect him. It's funny. He mentions, Holden mentions grand. That's the word he doesn't like. You want to know my word that I don't like is awesome. When people are writing about awesome, or people say, "Oh, it was awesome," I say, "Oh, really? Was it really awesome?" Compared to what level of awesomeness? Let's see, chapter 15. Holden now lists some schools he was kicked out of. This is Elton Hills, Mark Cross, etc. Now, I got into a conversation with my friend Roz and some others today, Roz at Scalodendron, about the books. And her remembering her reread of Catcher in the Rye. She loved it when she first read it, like as a young woman. But rereading it, she found it to be tiresome. That's right. She said she found it to be like tiresome, and I understand that. I kind of concur with it. The repetition of his goddams and for Christ's sake, all the swearing, and it's, you know, trying to be trying to be an adult or act like an adult. He he gets a saying, if a body catch a body, another body coming through the rye. His dancing with Jane. The scene where he's in the jazz record store. I mean, and he also starts running out of money, doesn't he? Let's see, we're up to 16. Go to 19. Jane and Sally and sex and more sex in the movies, and he goes ice skating at Rockefeller Center, and he sees the Rockettes and sees a show and sees a movie, and has comments and critiques on a mother sitting there with a kid who has to urinate, and the mother won't take him, and his opinion about that. Brings up DP again, his brother, who he used to be like this hot Hollywood writer that Holden respected. He's starting, as he tells the story along, he's starting to disrespect his brother DP. He's calling him a sellout in Hollywood. Now, he's not a real writer, whatnot. Sex in China, the best, better, the East is better. And Holden's having a conversation at a bar, and keeps grilling this guy about sex in China. How is it better there? Like, not in China, in the East, the philosophy and whatnot. Must we go on with this inane conversation? Holden hates Farewell to Our Arms, but he loves The Great Gatsby. Makes a big point of that. I think we're going to stop around here, because some things are starting to change. Phoebe is coming back around now, in the next chapters to come. And she's starting to call Holden on some of his shit. Some of his opinions and his fantasies and his attitudes. So yes, please come back in a couple of days. I'll let anyone who's reading Catcher in the Rye for the first time catch up, and we'll close the book with chapters 20 through 26. I mean, chapter 26 is only a page and a half, right? What's really going on? So, hey, like, subscribe if you're into J.D. Salinger. If you want to read some of his unpublished short stories that appeared in the New Yorker in the 20s, leave me a comment. I'll look those up. We're doing hashtag Faulkner in this August. If you watch my channel or anything, if you want to, not too late to join in. We're just on section 2. Haven't even really cracked the capsules yet. Alright, until next time, I appreciate you. Be safe, wash your hands, wear a mask, call your mom. Okay, peace out.